This is how I make my veggie potato soup. So I start off with 2 large potatoes and I peel and cut them up. Then I add a lot of water to a big pot, and I don't measure it, I just eyeball it, because as it cooks and the water evaporates, you will taste it and know how thick you want it, or if you need more soup mix. So I also put this in the chicken broth, low sodium. Put about 2 cups in. You again can judge it. I put chicken broth in to keep the sodium levels down, otherwise you add a lot of salt for taste. And again, you just put this in to get it boiling, get started, and as it cooks and as you add your other vegetables for flavor and stuff and seasonings, you can taste it, and if you need to add more broth or water, you can do that later. So the potatoes I put on the burner and I get them to start cooking and boiling. Then I just start chopping up a ton of different vegetables. So for tonight I'm going to add some cauliflower, carrots, peppers, and broccoli. Normally I would also add some peas and corn, especially corn, because I really like the taste of that in soup. But I have none. So I'm going to add the broccoli to this, and then I'm just going to let it boil. And we just wait until the vegetables get really soft and cooked well, so probably about 20 minutes. Okay, it's been 20 minutes now, and as you can see, the water line has gone down a lot. And the vegetables are nice and soft, so I'm just going to start to mash them all up. Okay, I just finished my first round of mashing, and the potatoes are done, but the harder vegetables like the carrots and the cauliflower, you can still feel them. They're not completely soft yet, so it's going to keep boiling. What I'm going to do though, as it continues to cook, is I'm going to start the seasoning. So again, this is now where individual taste comes into play. I'm going to add a little bit of feta, because the flavor, and I'm going to add a little bit of garlic, and I'm going to add some cayenne pepper just to give it a little bit of a kick. And if I need to, I'll add a bit more chicken broth. Yeah, just to get the flavor that I'm looking for. Alright, so I added about, I'd say, 1/6 of a cup of feta cheese, 3/4 of a cup of chicken broth, about 8 shakes of the cayenne pepper, and 2.5 to 3 teaspoons of the garlic powder. And what I did was, after every single thing that I added it like little by little, and as I did that, I tasted it just to see what that ingredient did to the soup, and if I wanted more. I basically kind of just did like a little rotation, a little this taste, a little that taste, until I get until I got the flavor that I was looking for, and then I mashed it again. So now I'm just gonna let it simmer for a couple more minutes and then mash it again. Yeah. To get it a little bit thicker, I just put about 1 to 2 teaspoons of flour in some water and dissolved it. And I'll let it to continue to boil with it in, and it will help the broth thicken up a little bit. Ow! 10 minutes has passed, and I mashed it up again, and I think it's ready to go. So as you can see, this has made a lot of soup. Alright, it's finished. I have it in a bowl, and I sprinkle it with some more cheese, and you can add some pepper, whatever, and I'm going to eat mine with some cheese biscuits that I'll do another how-to video on, and yeah, delicious. Okay, so we just ate our soup for supper, and I have transferred it from the pot to this red mixing bowl. As you can see, I hope you can see, the lighting in here's not so good right now. You can see it's a decent sized bowl. So I'm gonna let it cool off for a bit more because it's still steaming, and then I'm gonna put it in the fridge overnight. We're gonna have it again for supper tomorrow. Then I'm gonna freeze whatever is left, and I'm guessing we're gonna get about 2 more meals from from this, at least 1 more meal. So altogether it'll be between 3 to 4 meals of soup. So that that recipe makes a good amount.